When you first click on R, which has a, let me just show you, it has this RStudio, and that's how you open it. So when you're in R, at the top here, you can see there's a menu. I'm just showing you along the top here. What you should do first of all is do Tools, Global Options, and then you see this pane layout, the little squares. Click on there, and I'd like you to have your source over here, which is where you do your coding. The console over here is where you get the results and you can see what you're doing. Down here is environment, and down here is files. So you just say OK, apply. If it's not how you want it, you click on here and you see you can change it, but this is actually how I like it, so I'm leaving it like that. Now this is actually, I've already got in here a program that I used in Stats 1201. So this is about bringing in a CSV file, etc. So don't worry too much, it's all in green comments. What I'd like to do is to show you roughly how to bring some data in. Okay, that's what people seem to want to know. So the first thing I'd like to do is, the easiest thing to do is to set the working directory so that when you're looking over here in the files area, you're looking in the right place. So go to session, set your working directory, and if you've already got a project area, fine. If not, you can choose a directory, and I know that I want to be in a certain area, so I go into my teaching and my code, that's my area, which is actually here. So set working directory. Now when I did that, you can see over in the right hand side in the console area it said set working directory. So if you want to keep that, you can just copy it and bring it over here, so you've actually got that command there, and yours will be different because you're looking at a different area in your computer. Okay, yeah, so I do explain in this one how to do that. It looks something like this, that's fine. What I'm going to do now is show you how to bring in some data. So what you can do if you've got some data over here, and I have got some data, I'm looking over here and I've got a CSV file. This is what you need before you can bring it in. You need to make your Excel file into a CSV file, which I've explained on a few occasions during the course. Go to import data over here, click on import data from a text file, click on there, and then it will come up with where you are in the, which is actually over here. So I just want to bring in this fabric one, which is a CSV file, so it should be that one, I think. And then when you see that, it pops up a little what we call a wizard. Now it says it's got a heading, just look at this, that's the name of the file. Then here it says heading yes. I've got two, this is my input file, what it looks like, so it's just lab character, no spaces in my labels, and because it's got a header, when it says the data frame that's going to come into R looks like lab character, import, lovely, it pops up so you can see it, it's come in as L1 through L5, can just hide that away. It also says down here that it's come in, fabric, 55 observations, 2 variables. And over here again you've got the code, so what you can do is if you want to, you can do Control C, bring it over here, and then just get rid of that prompt, because that little prompt sign you don't need. This is the prompt sign, you don't need that. So now, because I did it by using, so use the import feature, don't worry about the things. And if I want to make this into a comment, of course I have to put a hash in front. So use the import feature, which I did there. It then brings in this as a CSV file, and I can view it, and if I don't want to view it each time I do this, I can just put a hash in front of it, and then you can have a look at it. One of the other things I like you to do is have a look at structure of your data. So in this case, structure of fabric, what does it say? Control Enter is run, and over here it tells me that I've got a data frame with 55 observations, 2 variables. The lab is a factor with 5 variables, or sorry, 5 levels, level 1 through 5, and the character variables, which is the char, that's charring, because the data set I'm brought in is this one. It's an ANOVA data set for flammability of fabric on work clothes, 11 samples per lab,